The Metropolitans have mostly been a study in consistency this season, and with the trade deadline just around the corner, they've got a comfortable division lead to show for it.
And it's a testament to this team's character and focus. They've had their eye on the prize from day one, and what little adversity they have faced this season has been handled with the poise of a champion.
Totally agree, D-Roll. This team has a strong sense of who they are. With a nice little cushion at the top of their division, they could be really hard to chase down.
Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. Last time through was a base hit.
Dominic.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Trevor Hildenberger will come out and take the ball here, as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Here's Echeverria now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. For the current campaign, Echeverria carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The batter, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, D-Roll, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Here's Juan Lagares. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
The throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about him. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Ramos is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The left fielder, Yoenis.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Now batting.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. The 0-1. Fielded cleanly. Lagares, the runner at third. Cespedes at second. Cano on at first with 2 down. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Mets lead it 7-4. Ready once again, C.J. Crum. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
C.J.
First pitch of the at-bat. Liner towards second. Oh, and he misses it.
Now back, the designated hitter, Lucas.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the left-handed power threat, Lucas Duda. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here's the first pitch to him, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
One of the keys when you're looking at a subpar pitching performance is first pitch strikes. And so far, this guy struggled. First pitch strikes, less than 40%. He's going to need to clean that up.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Michael Pineda is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Leading off to the net.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Pineda has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. Pineda typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. To shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, shortstop.
Next up for New York, Adeiny Echeverria. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But he'll recover in time to get the lead runner at second. So a heads up play there to get that second out. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch coming, here it is. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Pineda pauses. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Echeverria, the runner at first with 2 gone. He's running on the ground to the left side, and there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's 1 for 5. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-0 pitch on its way. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
The catcher, number
and now
4,
a crucial spot.
Wilson.
Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First delivery to him on the way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Scope is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Mets leave him loaded. They hold a 7-4 lead. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario.
Leading off for the Twins, the left fielder, Eddie.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. 0-1, here it comes. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Up next for Minnesota, Nelson Cruz. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit to first. From his knees, the throw. There's one onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Twins retired in short order. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. The 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Rosario arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter, number 24, second base.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's 8 of 14. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. And that gets him on the mound. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Dominic Smith. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Miguel Sano. No thump out of him in this game so far as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
Popped him up. Lowry is going to have plenty of room as he puts it away in front of the dugout for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Jonathan Scope. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is Cespedes. And that one is gone. Jonathan Schoop with a solo shot. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Talk about a one-man gang. He notched not 1 but 2 doubles earlier in the game, and now he goes deep. He's seeing the ball extremely well and punishing every mistake he sees in this one.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swing and a liner. Foul. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Lucas Duda now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch on the way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Twins 5. Striding in to start the 9th, Adeiny Echeverria, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch popped up. Sano over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan Lagares.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Line to the right side. Cruz makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Nothing further in the 9th for the Mets. Last chance now for Minnesota. They'll need 3 to tie. It's an 8-5 ball game. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
number 39, Edwin.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
0-2, here it comes. That misses. 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he misses it.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dilo, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Jason Castro is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And Castro's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on that leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Kepler over at second. Castro on at first with nobody out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Standing in, Marwin Gonzalez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
That's Uvaria for 1 on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Well, guys, we mentioned earlier that the trade deadline is almost upon us. Do you look for this team to be active as a buyer?
Matt, in this day and age, any team with any kind of hopes at a postseason run has to be considering adding a piece or two, because if you don't, you're losing a step to those teams that are making upgrades. On the other hand, you don't want to be trading away very many valuable prospects unless you're pretty sure your team is a serious contender.
Yeah, and the other thing to make sure is that the player or players you are acquiring are actually going to come in and make you a better team. It's not just about making moves to make moves, but those are the things that GMs have to figure out this time of year.
Well, in case you missed the memo, Andrelton Simmons is about to make his debut in his brand new uniform.
Yeah, they're hoping his presence is going to give them a little extra boost for the rest of the season. We'll see what kind of impact he has on this team.
Yeah, he was just traded for in the hopes of bolstering this lineup heading into the backstretch of the season. So we'll see what he can do for this club.
Yeah, mid-season additions like this one have become something a contender almost has to consider, or else they run the risk of falling behind other clubs without making any upgrades, Nero. Kind of the way the league runs these days.
It's true, Dan. I'm sure they're eager to see what he might add to their lineup. Let's see if he can get off on the right foot in his new environment.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. And there's his first hit in his new uniform. That has to feel good to get that out of the way. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, and they're looking for a lot more from him as the season moves through August and September. Good to see him make an impact in his first game, though.
Striding in once again, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Line to the right side, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Next to bat for the Giants, Aramis Garcia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Vargas sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. There's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw goes over to third, and after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, get a good one.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin. Here's Simmons at short. Scooped up. Throw on to first takes care of Maybin, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
That missed close. It's ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
The 2-1 home. Liner towards second.
Get on up.
And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Stepping up now, Jeff McNeil, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? It's a panic covering. On to Belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1. Digging in and looking for more, Andrelton Simmons. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
They need it now. Your turn.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
You can do it. No one better. Let's do it. Hey, let's get up there, huh?
The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Hey, big moment.
Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
They need you right now. Keep it going.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here you go, kid.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
On the panic, and that'll retire the side. Striding in, Stephen Vogt. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Hey,
standing in, Andrelton Simmons. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here.
Simmons.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
The 1-0. Tries to dump this one out to left. And 1 gone. Well, with a chance to reflect on this one, Simmons turned in a nice performance at the plate, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. We mentioned earlier how important he is to this club. It's contributions like this one today, if turned in consistently over the long haul, can really have a huge impact on this ball club, assuming everyone else is holding up their end of the bargain. I look forward to seeing some more of the same from him in the future, and I know they do as well.
If you've just joined us, this is a story of a pitcher who's got his club in a rare and exciting situation. Heidi, can you offer some insight without violating any baseball taboos?
Well, I don't want to jinx a masterful pitching performance by saying any kind of certain words out loud, but let me just draw your attention to the number in the opposing team's hit column. Here's a hint. The number looks like a bagel, maybe a donut. Is this performance going to go down in the record books, Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in now for San Diego, Greg Garcia. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty B, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado, number 28 on the season, and the Friars are back within a run at 3-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in now Hunter Renfroe,
the center fielder. Hunter.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, 1 away. In now, Eric Hosmer. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Paul Sewald comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and here's Franmil Reyes stepping in.
Franmil Reyes.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Sewald, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hosmer is off at first with 2 away. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So stepping in, Austin Hedges, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. On the ground up the middle. A toss behind the back. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Mets 3 and the Friars 2. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded foul off to the right side. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First delivery to him on the way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's had some success, 5 for 11. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Renfroe is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next to the bat.
Ready for another chance? Adeiny Echeverria, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
The bouncer to the left side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Jose Pirela will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Jose Pirela.
Jerry's Familia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
From the stretch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. Frazier is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail 3-2.
Your
Kirby
attention,
Yates
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen
for
in the
the
bottom
Padres.
half of the 8th.
Number 39, Kirby Yates.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here it comes. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. So a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His prior history in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 6. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now the 2-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Yates uses a split-fingered fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working. And I'd imagine as a hitter, it's always in the back of your mind. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the payoff pitch home. Runners on the move for second. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And the ball's back in quickly, so it'll be second and third now with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Robbie Cano now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. This one's fouled back. Still 1-2. Ramos at third. Cespedes on second. Cano at first with no outs. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Up next for the bat.
So we've got runners at the corners here, one away, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Popped straight up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Two and one to Juan Lagares.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Michael Conforto will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and two away. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Michael Conforto connects for a two-run home run. Number 22 on the year, and the lead is now 7-2. Enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
Number 65, Jose Castillo.
Into the box, Todd Frazier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a pop-up now. Hosmer is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 4 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Mets out in front, 7-2. Robert Gesellman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manny Machado. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Down the third baseline, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. On to first, and that'll take care of Hosmer as well. It's a double play.
The right fielder.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Reyes carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Roll, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Travis d'Arnaud may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
The left fielder, number 50.
Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And it's fouled away. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. 2 and 2 now with 2 out here in the 9th.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows.
Taken in by Abreu. Great stop by Abreu. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.